What's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should be planning your Instagram content ahead of time and all the tools and tricks that I use to do so. So, stay tuned. Welcome to this video. I am excited to dive into Instagram because this is something that I know you guys really want to learn more about, and it's something that I see a lot of hairstylists struggle with. So I'm excited to be diving into how to plan out your Instagram content ahead of time so that you can save time and not feel so overwhelmed with Instagram. So you might be watching this video and you might be thinking, planning out my content ahead of time, that seems like a lot of work and I don't really know if I want to do that. I just do better with posting on the fly or posting a photo here or there when I feel like it. And trust me, I used to be just like you. I used to think that I didn't need to plan ahead of time. I didn't need to, plan it out. I just wanted to post when I wanted to post and that everything would work out. Well, when you do that, you end up having no strategy and you end up taking a lot more time than if you actually plan it out ahead of time. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys exactly how I do that, including the tools and some really great resources for you so that it saves you time and it keeps Instagram fun and way less overwhelming. But before we dive in, if this is our first time hanging out, my name is Jamie Dana and I help hairstylists grow their businesses specifically using Instagram. So I see a lot of hairstylists out on Instagram and they're frustrated with the platform. They're frustrated with the algorithm. They're frustrated with having to post all the time to keep up with it and just really feeling frustrated because they're not really getting the clients that they want. And so I create little fun videos like this to really help you hone in on your Instagram strategy and make it more fun, because at the end of the day, our jobs are supposed to be fun, and we got into doing hair because we loved doing hair. And sometimes I know that Instagram and social media can feel overwhelming, and that's the last thing that I want for you. So I really hope that this video is helpful for you. But before we dive in deep into each one of those reasons, I wanted to share with you guys a resource that I created specifically for you. It is my content planner for hairstylists, and inside this planner, it's really gonna break it down exactly what you should be posting on Instagram so that you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think, should I do a hair photo? Should I do a hair video? What kind of content should I come up with? This has it nailed down for you. And it's also gonna give you lots of different caption ideas so that it can really get your brain turning. So if you haven't already had the chance to download this, it's totally free. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna click the link below in this video and you guys can get your hands on this. And this is gonna be one of the main tools that I use when it comes to planning out my Instagram, and I definitely wanna make sure that you guys have it. I'm also gonna be sharing with you guys one of my favorite apps that I use that works in conjunction with the content planner so that you can really plan it out, get really organized, and stay on track. All right, so let's dive in. So number one, the reason why you should plan your content ahead of time is because it saves you so much time. So think about it. A lot of times it's easy to just post here and there or post when you feel like it, but when you're doing that, a lot of times what happens is you might find your photo that you want to post, maybe you have to edit it a little bit, and then you go to type out a caption and then you post it. So that might take you maybe 20 minutes or something like that. And if you're doing that every single time you want to post, that starts to add up. And so I like to do what's called batch working. And if you've never heard of the term batch working, basically what it's doing is you're taking similar processes and doing them all at once, all together. So for instance, instead of just editing one-off photo here and then writing a caption for another photo and then figuring out when you should post it here and doing all of these things separately, what I recommend is batch working. So editing maybe 5 photos at once and then planning 5 photos at once and then maybe writing a couple different captions all at once. And so what you're doing is you're taking your time and you're batch working it all into one process versus just trying to do it all on the fly. So I think that this kind of concept works so well in so many areas of our business. It's something that I've started implementing in my business, and The reason why I actually created this video was because yesterday I was actually working on content batching all of my work for the next 3 months. So obviously you guys know that I've got a lot of things going on behind the scenes here. I've got my YouTube videos, I've got newsletters, I've got Instagram posts, I've got Instagram stories. We've got lots of different content that we create here at Jamie Dana Inc. And so I had to make sure that I was prepping ahead of time and really figuring out what I'm gonna post and when are we gonna share it and how does that all work together. So content batching is really, really important and it saves you a lot of time. So one way that I really like to do this specifically for Instagram is 1 day a week. Pick one day. Maybe it's a Sunday or a Monday, maybe your day off, maybe you have a different day off or a night that works, or maybe this is just like 1 hour in the salon that you come in early or you stay late. Whatever ends up working out for you, I want you to take that hour or a couple hours that week and to really batch out your content and plan it ahead of time. So for instance, maybe you go through your camera roll and you see a couple different photos that you think you might want to post the following week. You pick those out, you edit them, you make sure that they all look good, they're all edited, ready to go, and then you're gonna put them into an app like PLANN. So let me walk you guys through my most favorite app, the PLANN app. Okay, so we're gonna open up the PLANN app, and I absolutely, like I said, love this app. And you guys are gonna notice when I open up my app, I've got a lot of photos that I could post in the future, a lot of things kind of set up for the future. Don't worry if your PLANN app doesn't look like that because you might not have as much content as I do, but it's something that I definitely have planned ahead of time just because I got a lot of photos. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys, this is actually my current last photo that I posted on my Instagram. And so the cool thing with the PLANN app is you can rearrange photos. So what you might do with those 5 photos that you've edited, let's just say it's 5, you're gonna put them into your PLANN app and then you can kind of move them around. You're just gonna hold down on the little photo and you can move it around and you can say, okay, so maybe I put this photo here, or maybe I need to do a hair photo. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna work with your content planner and you're gonna see, okay, maybe I need to do a hair photo or a hair video or a salon photo or whatever is next on your grid. And then you're gonna put them into the PLANN app. You can move them around. Now, one thing that I absolutely love about the PLANN app is, let's say that this is gonna be my next photo. So you click on it and you guys can see I can actually write a caption right here. And so I've got my caption all written out. We'll say that's my caption. Obviously that's not. But then what you can do is you can click this little clock button and it's gonna bring up a time to remind you to post. Now, little disclaimer, I definitely don't recommend using apps that post for you. The algorithm does not like that. That's a whole nother video, but definitely don't recommend using apps that post on your behalf. But what this is gonna do is it's actually going to remind you to post. So let's say tomorrow I wanna post and we'll click the date, and then let's say I wanna post around 8 a.m. So we'll click 8, we'll go over here, we'll do 8 a.m., click OK. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna remind me at 8 a.m., it's gonna send me a little notification, hey Jamie, it's time for you to post that photo. Then, because I already have my caption written out, all I'm gonna do is click this copy and post button, and I can take it directly into my feed, and it'll let me post from there. So you guys will see, it'll bring it over here, I can make it bigger, it's already got my caption that I can do, it's gonna allow me to paste this in here, got my caption, and then I'm ready to go. I can fill out all the information. So it's a really great app because it really allows you to plan all that stuff ahead of time. And then, like I said, you've got all these photos that you could use in the future, and you might say, okay, I need another hair photo. Let's drag this one down here. Let's see, let's bring it all the way down. And that one could fit in really nicely, and I kind of like how my grid is looking. This is gonna keep your colors cohesive. This is gonna allow you to make sure that you're posting the right kind of content. So that's why working with this app and the content planner goes really hand in hand. So the second reason of why I recommend planning your content ahead of time is it allows you to get strategic and really organize on what you want to share. So for instance, let's say maybe the salon is having a retail sale next month, and so you want to share about it. So you could think, okay, next week I need to share about that retail product. Maybe I need to film a video, or maybe I need to take a photo of it. Great, get that done. Put it into your PLANN app, have it ready to go on Tuesday at 8 a.m. I'm gonna post that, and it really keeps you organized. And like I said, it's really strategic. Another one might be maybe the holidays are coming up and you want your clients to pre-book their appointments. So you might create a post and write a caption, and maybe it's just a hair photo, but maybe the caption is written out with kind of pre-book ideas in it. And so you might say something like, hey clients, time to pre-book your appointment, blah, blah, blah. But then you can remind yourself, okay, next Wednesday, I want to share that. Again, this keeps you from just throwing up random posts here and there, because what happens is if you don't have a strategic plan for your Instagram, chances are you might not see the growth that you really want to see. You might not be getting those new clients, you might not be getting lots of new followers, and you might not be getting the engagement that you want. So if that's where you're at and that's what you're feeling like, chances are you probably need to incorporate a little bit more strategy into your Instagram. And so that's why things like the content planner are really gonna help you break it out and really make sure that your posts are organized and that they have a really good flow. So it's not just all hair photos, it's not just all, salon photos. It's gonna help you kind of organize that, really add some personality into your Instagram and get strategic with it. And reason number 3 is it keeps you consistent. So one of the biggest struggles that I hear from hairstylists when it comes to using Instagram is that they feel like they're not staying consistent enough. They struggle with posting consistently. And yeah, if you're just kind of throwing up posts here and there or posting when you feel like it, you're not gonna have that consistency that you are looking for. And so you definitely wanna make sure that you're using something like these tools that I mentioned, because it's really gonna help you with consistency. Because think about it, if you're just kind of throwing up photos here and there, you might forget to post for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and then you're like, oh shoot, I need to post on Instagram. When you're using an app that's reminding you, you have it planned out ahead of time, that kind of thing does not happen anymore. And so it's really gonna make your job a lot easier, and it's really gonna help you not feel as stressed out and overwhelmed by Instagram because you're organizing it ahead of time. And if you haven't seen my other YouTube video where I talk about how often you should be posting on Instagram, definitely check it out. I will link it in the description box below, because consistency is really important with Instagram. You'll see in that video that it doesn't necessarily matter if you're posting every day or every other day or every 3 days. You just wanna make sure that you're staying consistent. So definitely check out that video because it'll really help you out, figure out exactly how often you should be posting. But the biggest thing is consistency is important. All right, guys, well, I hope that this video is helpful for you, and I hope that it just gave you a few more tools that you can implement in your business so that you can really start to see that growth that you want on your Instagram. Like I said, don't forget to download the Instagram content planner. It's gonna make your life so much easier, gonna give you tons of ideas, and I didn't even really mention it here, but it's also gonna give you some caption ideas in there too, which is gonna make your life a lot easier when it comes to writing those captions in your PLANN app. I also have a link down to the PLANN app down below, so check that out in the description. And as always, if this video was helpful for you, please let me know over on Instagram. Send me a DM, send me a message, and let me know how this video helped you. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys next time.